What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I thought it would be really interesting to showcase pretty much all of the makeup that I picked up during Black Friday, and then maybe some other new items just to fill in some gaps. Now, there is one package coming to me still, but that was a package that I literally bought yesterday, so I did not expect it to come now. And I really wanted to showcase some of these items in the event that you were intrigued by some of them after seeing them used on my face and you wanted to still get the discount if they're still in stock. I wanted to make sure to still provide you that opportunity, as I will hopefully be uploading this on the 27th, and you still have at least 1 to 2 more days depending on the brand, and if they're doing Cyber Monday week, to get some deals on some of these makeup items. So I hope that you guys are excited, and let's just go ahead and dive on in. Hey guys, so I'm very excited to bring you guys this video, and I'm sure I talked about the intro, but today I'm going to be really highlighting quite a bit of the products or all of the makeup that I really picked up during the sale for Black Friday. There is one additional package on the way to me. As of right now, I am filming this on the 26th, so this is a Small Business Saturday, and I hope that you were able to participate in it, reflecting the smaller brands that really truly need your help right now. But I don't want to talk too much. I just want to kind of play with some of these makeup, and I will try to remember to talk about some of the sales that I participated in to get this stuff, or if this was stuff that I already had and I just never got around to featuring on my channel. So let's just go ahead and dive right in. The first thing that I'm going to be featuring is actually from Merit Beauty, and this is their Great Skin Instant Glow Serum. Now, this and one other item from the brand that I'll be featuring today was actually sent to me, and it was sent for me to feature on my channel. And yeah, I just wanted to, of course, talk about this product. This is their kind of base primer, kind of prepping product, and the description says to shake well, massage 2 to 3 pumps onto skin before or after moisturizer in the morning or twice a day. So I've already had moisturizer on for like 9+ hours. I am filming this late in the day, and I did go ahead and shake. If you guys saw, it is a bifacile type product, so there are kind of 2 products that you shake together to kind of get your concoction. This product is made up of 2% niacinamide, 4 different types of hyaluronic acid, caffeine-rich cacao seed extract, Japanese gold thread root, and the pH balance product as well. There are some clinical results on this. I have been hearing good things about this product. To be quite honest, I don't know if those good things were only from people who were sent the products. It's dripping. It is very much a liquidy type product. A lot of product actually dripped down, so do keep that in mind if you apply products with your hands. I do, and I did go ahead and clean my hands prior to starting this video with my hand sanitizer, so do make sure you do that as well. And yeah, it doesn't feel overly oily. I feel like it doesn't look oily on my skin either, which is something to know. I know using my Danessa Myricks drops that are similar to this, my skin definitely looks a lot more oily, and same with even the Auric. Although I don't actually mind the finish, I think I'm gonna just put just a little bit more on. I'm just curious if maybe it was the amount that I put on, or if this really just soaks in. I do have combination skin, so I am oily in my T-zone, and I am normal on the perimeters of my face, although I have been able to kind of sustain a better balance on my skin overall lately. Yeah, so that was about 2 layers of primer put on my skin. I think this is a really interesting product so far. Very, very excited that the brand offered this product to me. And I don't think I mentioned that it has 1.7 fluid ounces or 50 milliliters, and there are 6-month shelf life. So you really got to get through this product quite quickly. If you don't know, Merit has a very much kind of everyday quick makeup look vibe to it. So it's an interesting brand overall. And right now they are doing 20% off until the 28th. The 28th is the last day of the sale, and the 27th is kind of the last Black Friday day. So, last call is the 28th. So definitely make sure to shop the products that you're interested in. I've already talked about some products from the brand that I would recommend. So in the event that you're interested, check out that video. Otherwise, I've done videos on all of the brand's products that I have received and picked up myself. So I do have a playlist, and I'll try my absolute best once again to link the playlist in this video. If not, I definitely linked it in my Black Friday video. I'm very, very proud that I was able to stay up to do that. So I think this is kind of seeped into my skin quite nicely. It'll be interesting to see if I can honestly finesse using this quite consistently, if I see any of these clinical results in myself. But so far it feels really nice. And I'd be interested to see what this combined with the House Labs foundation, because both have very much like clinical results and like positivities to them. I would be interested to see kind of those head to head, or even comparing the results of each product, like, against each other. But anyways, this is my Fenty Beauty Pro Filter foundation. I did go ahead and pick up the Merit stick in what I believe to be my perfect shade, but I picked it up literally yesterday, so it hasn't shipped and I haven't received it, obviously. So I'm just going to go ahead and use a foundation that I already know and I'm working on finishing. This will be good to see long term how that Merit primer works, and if it works for a primer for me. I know sometimes primers don't really work for people, or they use this more as a skincare product and not necessarily a primer. I'm choosing today to use it as a primer. As I mentioned before, though, I am filming quite late, so I won't be able to get like, a 10-hour wear test. That's just not happening. But I will be definitely intrigued to see what this does on days where I do have more time to really give a consistent test. And I will say it did not affect the finish, I feel, or the color of my foundation, which is really good. I don't like when you kind of do get those different effects. So moving forward, I'm just going to go ahead and put on my concealer. I'm going to just keep working with my Project Pan concealer. I did mention this brand at the tail end of my Black Friday video, and they are doing 40% off. I've had this for almost a year now, so I did not pick this up, but always good to purchase from brands that you're interested in during this time. And since this brand is already so cheap, you would definitely be getting an insane deal if you picked it up during their Black Friday sale. I'm actually going to go ahead and use a different product for cream bronzer because I mentioned it in a video and I figured why not try it. So this is actually the foundation stick from Merit. I have it in cacao. It's actually too dark for me. And when I swatched it, I thought it could be a decent bronzer. So I figured why not try it and see how it goes. I'm not convinced now that I'm kind of swiping it on, but it might be a more subtle bronzer to what I'm used to. But I do know this does blend effortlessly. So it'll be interesting to see what this looks like blended out. Okay, to be honest, I don't see a huge difference in person, but I think on camera it is actually picking up that dimension slight that it is. So that's nice. And I'm don't have any new powders. I'm really working on not picking up any new powders. I do know Too Faced did an insane deal themselves. I think I want to say their deal was up to 40% off. This product that I'm actually using is their Peach Perfect powder. It is no longer available, which I don't understand. This is a fantastic product. People loved it. They loved not only the smell and the taste, ultimately, depending on how you apply your powder, but also the product is actually just really good. So I don't understand why they discontinued it, but who am I but a lowly fish? So I'm just gonna go ahead and set my whole base with this powder. Okay, so I am now set fully in my base. Now, people may think that was a mistake because I do have two cream blushes that I want to showcase, but I prefer to test my cream blushes in the harshest of kind of techniques before I kind of give them the easiest technique, if you will. I am, before I get to the cream blush though, going to just throw on some bronzer, and I'm just going to use my project pan once again because I did not buy a new bronzer, I don't think, at all, which is good. I'm glad that I'm not kind of haphazardly buying every bronzer under the surface anymore, because at one point that was definitely a thing for me. Alrighty. So we are bronzed and ready to go. I know I don't have any brows, but we'll do that off camera. Do I want to set my face with a setting powder or setting spray? I have the little tin that I picked up from Benefit. I don't even know how long ago now, where it has like the mini professional light and then a smaller setting spray. So I never got around to testing these out, not on camera or off. And so I figured, let's go ahead and try this setting spray. This is their super setting, long lasting makeup setting mist. So very interesting. Let's try it. Okay, so this has a very fine mister, but the distance that the mist good gracious, this has a very fine mister, but the distance that the actual mist travels is very short. So I would recommend actually putting this quite close to your face. But there is also fragrance, so once you have done applying it, do beware of that. You guys saw me choking. So yeah. Now, like I said, I have two cream blushes and I'm excited for both of them. So I'm going to try to finesse using one on each side of my face because I really want to try them both. So the first one is the Merit Beauty Flush Balm in the shade Cheeky. Now, I do know, like I've said before, that Merit tends to kind of be more natural, effortless makeup, so this may not show off super pigmented. That is why I tried to go for the deepest shade that appeared on a line. Like I said, this is in the shade Cheeky. Let me go ahead and swatch it, and it's like a really pretty mauvey shadow. It actually, color, it actually looked like it applied quite nicely. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of swipe a little bit on my cheeks and then just kind of slightly blend it out. It actually looks nice. From my perspective, I can see it. No, it's not like a bold color, but I can definitely see that slight sheen, and I feel like I can see the slight color. I don't know how it's picking up on camera or reading on camera. It doesn't look overly like pigmented in person, don't get me wrong, but I can see the vibe that it's giving. I feel like this is very similar in not finish but opacity to the Tower 28 cream blushes, but it does not feel nearly as sticky, not at all. There is a slight tack to it, but it's not sticky whatsoever, especially compared to that cream blush formula. Then the other one I did was I picked up from Huda Beauty. This is her cream blush in the pan, and this is in Burning Cherry. I was so intrigued by this particular shade, formula, all of it. I'd seen a couple of YouTubers use it, and it just looked really interesting. I just realized that I stopped giving you guys all of the information about the products. So for the setting spray, let me see. This has 12 months shelf life, 30 milliliters or 1 fluid ounces. And it just says that it helps to lock on your makeup, softens the look of pores, and feels weightless. It softens pores? Let's see. I have a little magnifying glass. Now, I will say, I don't know if this is a combination of this and the powder or the actual setting spray, but I will say it's pretty hard to see my pores, and that's quite rare. I do have big-ish pores right in the middle of my cheeks. For the cream blush that I've already applied, this has a 24-month shelf life, and let's see, it is vegan, cruelty-free, with 0.31 ounces or a net weight of 9 grams. Like I said, that's in the shade Cheeky. And now I have the Huda Beauty cream blush. This has an 18-month shelf life, 10 grams of product, or 0.35 ounces. It is made in Italy, and yeah. So this is the cream blush. Insanely excited. So excited. Let's find a brush, shall we? Okay, we're going to try and use this brush. It is not clean by any means, so do not pretend that it is. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, so what I will say is I'm actually happy that I picked these both up. I feel like they actually are very similar in tone and color, and they just give off a little something different, right? So this side is going to definitely be for the girlies that want to be a little bit more natural, a little bit more seamless, effortless, whereas on this side I think this is definitely better for those who want a lot more opacity and payoff in the color. And this one is slightly drier than the Merit, but overall in the grand scheme of things, neither are overly sticky, which I do enjoy. So yeah, this is the Huda Beauty side, and this is the Merit side. And if I did not say again, the Merit Cheek Stain and the Glow were both sent to me by Merit Beauty. But I have bought things from them, so don't you worry. Yeah, I like it. I like the blushes. Now, for powder blush. Actually, I have a blush, but my lips have been dry for this whole video. So I figured let's make my lips halfway presentable towards the end. I actually got this for free, and this is the Huda Beauty Lip Plumper in Icy. I got this for free based on, you know, how much I spent on the website when I made my order for Black Friday. And I was not interested in picking this up. I was not planning to even look at this product, but I got it for free. I figured at the worst, it can just be like a lip balm, and I do need just a little bit more lip balms in that life, so why not? I figured for right now, this could just be like a moisturizer right now, and then we'll go from there. This is supposed to be icy, right? Hence the name. Oh. So this has a unique, cool, tingling sensation. It is a long-lasting plumper, and it is a long-lasting hydration. This has a 12-month shelf life, and let's see if I can get how much product. There is 3 milliliters of product, or 0.10 fluid ounces, and the packaging is recyclable. I'm feeling the iciness. I don't know if it was the length of time that it got on my lips or me like smacking my lips, but I'm feeling it. I don't know if I enjoy it. I don't know if I appreciate it, but I do feel it. I do feel it. Now, the next blush product that I have is actually from Pat McGrath. This is another one of her Divine Blush Duos. I got it in Night Bloom. This was the shade that I had been eyeing, in addition to the one that I already picked up after they released the duos, because it combined one shade that I really liked from the original line, or something that I thought was very, very similar, which is this beauty, with a very, very unique mauve shade. And I thought that this color combination would just be really unique for my collection. So I'm just going to kind of fakely clean off this brush and just pick up both products really and apply. Ooh, 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 child. Okay, all right. Well, you guys will really see this, the color. This lip product is really doing a number on my lips. So I look very, very clownish. It's an interesting tone though. I think this is definitely a unique tone. I need some powder to chill this out though, because this is too much. Okay, that was a bit much, but I think I was able to kind of calm it down slightly, and I do like it. I like all the tones, definitely like all the products. I picked this up during Pat's second round of like holiday deals. I believe this one was where I got 25% off of, or $25 off of a certain price, and then the 30 and the 35. I only got 25% because I didn't spend as much money as I needed to spend to get the 35, but I am perfectly content with the two products that I picked up. So I picked up that blush, and then I picked up the holiday highlighter. I'd been hearing rave things about the holiday highlighters, and I've been enjoying all of the Pat McGrath highlighters that I've picked up, except for one, but that was like me. I shouldn't have bought it. I really shouldn't have. And this one, like I said, is the shade in Venusian Nude. And so I'm really excited to try this nudie shade. Very, very beautiful highlighter. As I've been saying, I only have fan brushes because all of my brushes are dirty and I hate fan brushes. So we're just gonna go ahead and try to see what I can make of this highlighter. And off the bat, this is a very, very pretty highlighter. Because there is not a base to it, it works on my skin tone, even though it looks so light that it shouldn't. I'm loving this. I'm loving my whole cheek situation. I am just going to lightly blend over with my powder brush again, just to kind of blend everything together. But I think it all looks really, really pretty, and I'm very, very happy with it. So, so happy. Okay. So not much left when it comes to makeup that I picked up during these sales so far. I don't think I'm really going to get much, if anything else, but who knows? I may get some FOMO at the very end. Oh, I just lost my sponge of all these sales and pick up some things. But what I'm going to do is actually hop off camera really quickly. I am going to go ahead and put on my brow products. Same products as always, the NYX and the other one that I'm trying to I'm panning both of them. The Rowan brow pencil and the NYX brow pencil. I'm going to put both of those on, and then I'm going to set my brows with my NYX brow glue, and then I will come back on camera zoomed in and ready to do an eye look with a palette that I didn't pick up during Black Friday, but it's a new palette nonetheless. Okay, so I'm not going to be doing a whole heck of a lot on the eye look today. It's going to probably be extremely simple. The main thing I wanted to do was showcase some of the newer items in my collection, and also just talk about the sales that I picked up, as I know some people like to see products demonstrated, and also this allows you once again to learn about some sales that I personally took advantage of. I don't think I referenced it, but the Benefit I picked up a couple of weeks ago from Ulta, and Ulta is also doing their own Black Friday sale as well. Same with Sephora. You would have to go to the respective websites to see the sale. I don't really know much about them. I know Ulta currently has a coupon though for 10 off of 40, and I believe it does also include fragrances, so that's a really good deal. But I haven't actually paid attention too much to what they've actually put on sale. But another thing that I picked up a while ago off of the brand's website is actually from Too Faced. I picked up their You're So Hot cocoa kind of palette. I was very, very excited to get this. I believe I picked this up for 30% off, and I believe I've seen in my email that they have up to 40% off for Black Friday. But as I've mentioned time and time again, I've really been like mass deleting my emails because it's just too much personally for me to keep track of. So I may be giving you guys the incorrect percentages, and if I am, please do check out down below, because if I am giving you guys the incorrect information, it will be corrected down there. And I will also be giving you guys links to each website. If the link is affiliated, there will be an asterisk behind it. If you shop through it, I would appreciate it. Otherwise, it's no big deal. I'm just happy you're here watching me fumble around playing with makeup way too late at night. So let's just have some fun with this super, super basic eye potential. So I think I'm going to first go into a Sigma tapered blending brush, and I want to try going into this shadow. I really want to see how much depth I can get through these three shades. So I'm going to start off with the lightest of the trio. There is a lot of kick up in this palette. A lot of kick up. I know that gets on some people's nerves, and some people just need to know that in advance. So there you go. In the event that you need to know, this is a synthetic brush as well, so that could affect why there's so much kick up. And let me see if I can show you guys. I've actually been using some of the product that kicked up originally to really complete that crease. And what I like about this shadow is it pretty much looks like my skin tone. It's a little off, but it's not that far off that I feel any type of way. So that's good. All right, so crease is starting to build. I'm just gonna blow that away because that's just way too much. I'm gonna use a slightly more tapered blending brush, and I'm gonna go into the slightly deeper brown. I just wanna see if I can start to get some dimension from this shadow. Now, this brush is not synthetic. It's actually a Huda brush, so it is natural hair, and I did have less kick up in the event that you are wondering. And I see some dimension already building because this brush is so fluffy. It's not, you know, emphasizing as much as it could, but I see some dimension. So that's good to see that these shadows are different and that I can see the difference on my skin tone. I will be going in with a smaller brush to kind of really deepen out everything, but I want to use one or two of these shimmers. I think I'm going to go into this shimmer first, and this looks to be a more brown based shimmer. So that could be really, really pretty for this very, very neutral look. Yeah, that's pretty. It's not like a killer metallic. It's actually quite dry, and I don't find that it is the best metallic that I have tried from the brand. But if you want something very neutral and you like to stay completely under the radar when it comes to your makeup, or you're required to for work, I definitely think that this would work out in that case. So I like it. I do like it. Okay, I am going to pull a smaller brush. This happens to be a Caladios DF01 from their collaboration with Emily Violet Marie. And I'm just going to kind of create a fake line, like a fake liner. It's not going to be super precise. at all. I just want to kind of build a little bit of dimension there. Now, what I will say is I don't see a huge difference with the application method that I used between this and that second darker shadow. So I do need to kind of investigate that, but I also did not use a very, very harsh brush. Let me switch to a harsher brush just to see what can be made of this shadow. Okay, with a harsher brush, you can actually say the wing now, which begs me to assume that there really is some dimension ability, which I assume means that there is some interesting dimensionability here in this palette. I just didn't really hone in on it too much because I haven't been really using densely packed brushes. So yeah, I'm just gonna kind of finish up this look very, very quickly. And I'm also gonna pop on some lashes. I did pick up lashes from Huda Beauty's website. Let me see if I can find them. I got a pair of her Scarlet number 8s. Once again, these just looked like my Miamis, and if you know me, you know that if a lash looks like the Miamis, I'm gonna pick them up and test them out. And so yeah, I figured let's give these a shot. I've been enjoying testing out lashes and trying lashes and wearing them, to be quite honest. So let me just finish up my whole eye look. I'm gonna throw something on my lips. I'm probably just gonna use this Merit lip balm because it's literally right here on my desk, and I am over this icy lip balm from Huda Beauty. So yeah, give me 1 second. Let me finish up my look and I'll be back to show you guys what's going on with it. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. Alrighty guys, so like I said, this is the finished look, and as I pointed out every so often, I got pretty much all of these on discount either during Black Friday or sometime around it. Now, I did pick up a couple more things in my Kylie order, and just to be kind of fully transparent, if you will, I picked up a 100 milliliter bottle of the Love Fest Burning Cherry. This has been, to date, if I can get her out of the packaging, my favorite Kylie scent, and I ran through my 10 milliliter and really wanted a full size, and I'm so excited to have it. I also picked up the 10 milliliter of their latest perfume, which is the Vanilla Royale Sugared Patchouli. And this one is super interesting. Right now, I don't know if I'm going to be picking up a full bottle of it or not. I am happy though to have this size in my collection, and I think that this is a very unique and interesting scent. To me, there is a very sweet opening to this. To my nose, it smells very much like a honey, but I believe there is no honey in this, and it's just some form of vanilla patchouli. So maybe that's what's really coming off to me. But towards the middle, and then of course the base notes, once those become prominent, to my nose, it smells very musky and oudy. So that's not a bad thing. In my opinion, this is a very safe oud compared to some of the others that I have tried that have been far from safe, even though others have said it's safe. If you're somebody who likes a very sweet perfume, I definitely would say get your nose on this. If you don't feel like or wish to purchase it, go to your local Sephora. Even your Kohl's, sometimes depending on your area, actually has a Sephora in it, and you can smell these types of scents. And I just think that it is a very unique scent. It does remind me of the other oud that's coming to mind. I can't let me get it really quickly. So this is Oud Vanille by Frank Oliver. And I was told that this is like an introductory oud. This, in my opinion, is extremely, and I do mean extremely, heavy on the oud and very less on the vanilla. Whereas if you are very much more of a vanilla kind of sweet, even a honey fan, and want to dip your toe into oud and even some musky type elements to a perfume, I would say get this. So that's kind of my that on that. And let's run through everything else very, very quickly. So far, I am enjoying this Glow Bomb. We'll see how it goes so far for long term, but the glow serum is actually wearing really, really nicely under all of my makeup, even all of the multiple layers of cream cheek products. My two cream cheek products, I actually really, really like both products for different reasons. I think that depending on your personality, your technique, the way you like your makeup to really sit, these could be perfect for the respective person that it's meant to be. A lot more high pigment, and just I like the compact of it, whereas this is a quick, easy way to apply, and it's going to blend in a lot more effortlessly to your base and kind of give you a more natural rosiness to your cheeks. Then we have my Pat McGrath blush. I knew I was going to enjoy this. I'm so happy that I picked this up for a discount. I would have been irritated to pick it up full price, although I definitely think it is worth it, but like, who wants to pay full price? Not me. I'm very, very happy to have this highlighter. I was really, really intrigued by it after hearing so many raving things about the highlighter last year, and now trying two other highlighter formulas from her. So I really, really wanted to get my hands on this. Very, very happy to. Once again, this is Venusian Nude. Okay, what else? The Silk Balm, this is a little bit too much for me, but I also just don't like plumping products. The one good thing is it's not spicy. It really is like a cooling effect, and to some extent I do feel like I still have that effect on my lips, although it's not like actively still cooling, if that makes sense. I think this will still work nicely as a lip balm. I can throw it in certain purses so that I, get my use out of it. It was free, so that's nice, but not a love, not a hate. So far, I think the structure of the lashes are really nice. I think that the length of them is a little bit longer than I was maybe envisioning, and that's about that. It's nice. I like it. Good. As for the Too Faced palette, it really is giving what I expected it to give, which was a very much everyday neutral palette. I did not expect it to have crazy shimmers or anything like that. It definitely gave me the type of aesthetic vibe overall that I was hoping for, which is nice, especially for the price. I wouldn't have expected it to be really crazy pigment and really, really good quality. Although solid quality, don't get me wrong, but it's not like drop dead slap your mama type quality. As for the setting spray, I think it's nice so far. Definitely need to take some time to wear it for a longer period of time, but I'm liking it. So overall, definitely think that sometimes if you really, really are patient and you really scout out the products that you pick up, even from a Black Friday sale, you can enjoy all of them and you can really hopefully get a lot of use out of them. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.